Welcome in, everyone, to another edition of the Smith Station Coach Show on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and I am with Blair Harrison. Thank you, Coach, as always.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, got a big win against Jag. It's homecoming night. Let's first start there. We'll talk about how the game went and some of the key performers, but talk about the atmosphere, the community coming out and supporting your guys and getting a big win.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great atmosphere. I mean, if you were at the game, it's something that you'd want to be at every Friday night. And being a coach for 30-something years, you've been in some stadiums that weren't that way, and this just makes it even a better place to be because of everybody that gets behind us.
All right, Coach, let's actually talk about this game. Go up 14-0. First off, what was the mindset by having the onside kick early in the game? Why did you want to do that and get off to that early lead against a really talented Jag team?
Yeah, I just felt like we needed to steal a possession. I did not know if we could stop them, and I think that we proved that we didn't stop them as much as we'd like to.
Right.
They were very explosive. So we tried to steal a possession. We were going to steal it on a punt if we had to punt, which we did not have to punt. We were going to try to steal it on a kickoff, which we did early. Got up 14, and then they, of course, they got the ball back and they went right down and scored. Right. So they kind of kept us on pace of what I thought going into the game, where we had to get a couple scores up just to have a chance.
All right, Coach, you put up 42 on them. In that first half, you're up 21-6. Second half, Sexton has the big 71-yard run. By the way, go and vote right now. We have 3 highlights of the week, and one of them is Sexton's long run he had in the third quarter. You go up 28-6. They are really talented. The quarterback is extremely athletic. They kept battling back. But how proud of you of your guys, especially offensively, very consistent, executed at a high level, putting up 42 points?
Well, I think that shows how much better we've gotten over the year. But before I get into that, I like the defense really, really played well. They had their hands full. Yeah. Jag does a lot of things to spread you out, and we're just not really good out on the perimeter right now. We're young, and we're just not there yet. And our guys flew around, and they made some plays. We gave up some plays, but we made plays when we had to. So I'm really proud of those guys just keeping us, around. But offensively, our offensive line, of course, we rushed for 415 yards, and they blocked their butts off all night, blocking downfield. I mean, just excited. They were excited to play, and it's just a lot of fun. Especially putting up 42. I think that there was some people wondering when the last time Smith Station scored 42. So
I was going to ask the same question.
I think it's been a while, but 5 or 6 years. Right. But I think the offense has kept us in some games this year.
No doubt.
We know that we're young on defense, and we know that's coming, and we got a lot of offensive people back. So the future really looks good for us right now. So real excited about it.
Yeah, some key playmakers, including Sexton, who are underclassmen, will be back again next year, Coach. But to be able to, on the broadcast, they were laughing because they kept saying the trap was ran over and over and over again. But what your model is, if it's something that's working and being consistent at it, why not continue to do it? And you saw that they had a huge hole, especially inside, that y'all could take advantage of all night long.
Yeah, I think that the deception of our offense helped us too. I don't know if they knew who had the ball. I know that the announcers of the game said that they lost the ball a couple of times. And to be honest,
I have.
Yeah, and this week watching the film after the fact, I lost the ball a few times. So because I was like, I thought we ran a sweep right here, and then we ran a trap. So
that's a great job by Cohen.
Cohen does a great job, and he has really owned it. But he really handles our offense great, and he was one of the first guys I went to after the game and said, "Great job managing our team." So he knows his role. He does a great job with it. But yeah, the fakes and if they're not going to stop it, I mean, and I know how the plays we called, but we'd go sweep and then we'd go trap and then basically just trying to let people rest.
Right.
So but anyway, it was a good night for us offensively.
Yeah, it was. 42-32 was the final score. Again, any other final words, Coach, you want to talk about with the community outreach? I know you mentioned it earlier, but it being homecoming, your guys coming out, and the alumni being able to see the new era. And I think that's the big point of it, Coach, is that people are starting to see a team building confidence, a culture being set, and I think that was on full showcase. I know there have been some games you wanted to probably win this year, but to be 2-5 right now, competitive in majority of the games you play in. I think you got to feel good about where your team's at in year one.
Yeah, I think that all year we've been competitive at some point in the game.
No doubt.
Even the Montgomery Carver game, it was 12-0 with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, and then they kind of broke it open,
right.
and that game was about over at that point. But I like how the fight we have. I like where we're headed. This is a tough region. This is a tough schedule, but our kids seem to be used to that,
right?
And so because they keep coming to work every day, but. To win 2 games so far and have 3 left, I mean, I think that we couldn't have asked for more right now.
And you're right. But remember, I predicted at least 4 wins, and I think there's a real possibility. I know Blair hates me, says I don't know what I'm talking about, but I knew great things were on the horizon with you at the helm here at Smith Station, Coach. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break because guess what? You go from Jag to now Auburn, who's pretty hungry for a win themselves after last weekend. We'll talk about that coming up next on the Smith Station Coaches Show.
Glenn Smith Truck Month is here. Get massive savings on GMC Sierras and Canyons. Check them out. Full-size GMC Sierras up to $14,500 off. GMC Canyons up to $5,000 off. Or take advantage of 0% financing, plus no payments until next year. At Glenn Smith GMC Opelika. Now in our 33rd year. Get ready to smile.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Smith Station Coaches Show. Blair Harrison, head football coach. All right, you go from Jag, you feel good, and then you wake up Saturday morning. All right, Auburn's on the horizon. I know they got dominated by Central, but we were talking about this off air. They're a really good program. Coach Ezra's team can throw the ball all over the field. They present you a lot of problems. What's the mindset going into Auburn this week?
I mean, just hold on. We're going to – hopefully we have some good things happen. We'd like to try to get some first downs early in the game and try to slow them down going up and down the field. But it's definitely a tough matchup for us. We don't match up well with what they have. I know that they're real excited about playing us because of what we have to counter them.
Right.
So they're looking probably for a good bounce back game, and and we're just looking to try to get better in some areas. We've had some people step up on defense. We've had some guys
this week.
I mean, just hold on. We're going to – hopefully we have some good things happen. We'd like to try to get some first downs early in the game and try to slow them down going up and down the field. But it's definitely a tough matchup for us. We don't match up well with what they have. I know that they're real excited about playing us because of what we have to counter them.
Right.
So they're looking probably for a good bounce back game, and and we're just looking to try to get better in some areas. We've had some people step up on defense. We've had some guys come back from injury on offense. So, we're just looking forward to going out and getting to compete again, and just seeing if we can add on to the positive things that happened last Friday.
8 p.m. It's going to be at Panther Stadium, TC Britton Field. I was talking with several people, off and around the area. They think this could be a potential upset. And I got it on upset alert from Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And Coach Harris said, I know you don't care about none of that stuff when you're going into preparation. But, again, your team's got confidence. What do you feel like you need to have for this week to keep yourself in the game going into Auburn on Friday? What kind of preparation?
I don't think you need to give Auburn any more motivation. I think that right now we just got to worry about ourselves, blocking and tackling and execution. The big upsets will come, I think, while we're here, and you never know when they are going to come. But that would be that's a great thing to think about. But on paper, they're pretty good.
Yeah, one of the top teams in the state, Coach. Yeah. What's the week of preparation look like for the rest of the week now? And let me go back a little bit because I should have asked this already. With last week being homecoming, do you feel like your kids, because it looked like they were not distracted and they were ready to play last Friday night, it's tough when you got all the festivities happening around it. Do you feel like your guys responded to that, and how's this week of preparation going to be too?
I think that they were ready. We were definitely more focused than we have been in the past.
Right.
So hopefully we can build on that and how we prepare, because I think we didn't prepare for the Stanhope game the way we wanted to, and I think that they saw that in real time. And so we just got to keep knocking down small walls that's been built around here and figuring out how to do things. And we change our practice schedule all the time, trying to get better and being more efficient. So, I mean, it's just, this is a process, and the process is probably going to be, it's probably a lot deeper than I thought, but that's okay, because I mean, I'm ready for it. I just have to figure out some things to get us better and use what we have in our time. But we're going to practice the same way. We do what we do, and just try to get better every day, which I think we are.
Yeah, and you got a team identity now. You know what it is, and you're going to go out and try to execute. Final question, Coach. A little bit more of a personal side of it for people to understand who you are. Your sons being able to be here and you being close to them, man. How does that make you feel? In the last couple of years that they've been at another school, them being right underneath your nose, you get to see them every day. I feel like you enjoy coming to work because of that, man.
Yeah, I think that was one of the things that made me the happiest, about 5 or 6 years ago in the situation I was in. And then when that was taken away from me, it was tough. But bringing them here, watching them flourish here, they're both playing ball. They're both helping, their teams, good teammates, and they're enjoying the academic side. So just watching them grow up and not, if I was here and they were still at another school, I would never see them, because when I get home at night, they'd be in bed, and when I leave in the morning, they'd still be probably in bed. Right. So getting them up and getting them here and talking to them in the morning, and awesome. I mean, it's just great. Yeah, I mean, everything is worked out. Of course, we'd like to be better on the win column, right. but we think that's coming.
No doubt about it. I'm glad you got to say that, Coach. Yeah. And I think that mental psyche for coaches, because you're away from your families all the time. Right. When you get to have that part of you here, I really think that they've embraced you here in the Smith Station community, and I hope that it continues. Coach, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to be talking with the cheerleaders coming up next here in volleyball in Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Welcome back, everyone, here to the Smith Station Coaches Show, and I am with senior cheerleader Hayden Suggs. Thank you so much, Hayden, for joining us.
Of course.
Okay, Hayden, first things first, how is this season going so far? How are Friday nights, and how's it been with you here in your senior year?
Honestly, it's been going really, really well.
Nice.
Our program has very much improved. It has been amazing this year, and especially on Friday Night Lights, the atmosphere is unlike any other school, any other program I've ever been to.
Awesome.
Just the family environment, the love and support from our jungle, it's just amazing.
All right, let's talk about your coach. How's your relationship with your coach been this year? I know when we talked, we had media day back in the beginning of the season. You were excited and optimistic about this year, so you think everything's going good with her?
Yes, I do. I love her. She came into a role that she really wasn't sure of, right. And she's just treated us all like family.
Do you mind, I'm sorry, the coach's name too?
It's Heather Blaine.
Yeah, great shout out to Coach Heather. All right, now you're heading into competition time. So you got regionals coming up October the 14th.
Yes.
What are some of the things y'all are doing in practice-wise to get ready for your routine coming up for regionals?
Honestly, it's just a bunch of full outs. I mean, full outs back to back to back. I mean, at this point we have our routine like fully down. We just have to start working on the little stuff and making sure that everything looks good and cleaned up before competition comes.
Well, how do you feel about your team right now? Do you feel
Really
like
good,
You
yes.
feeling optimistic for coming up for regionals?
Yes, I am.
And then you got state coming up October to the 19th. What's the goal for the team this year? Is it to go come and try to win a championship?
Yes, and so we have 2 regionals. The 14th and the 19th are both super regionals. And for there, we get to qualify for state. And if we qualify for state, we go to state. And then at state, they give out bids for nationals. So
Nice.
we're hoping to get a bid to nationals because last year was our first year back, and we made it to state. So this year, we're trying to make it to nationals.
We're cheering on the Smith Station Lady Panthers cheerleading team. I'm with senior Hayden Suggs. All right, what has Smith Station meant to you? I mean, now that you're in your senior year and you're kind of reflecting now that, competition time's about to come to an end here in the next couple of weeks, how much have you loved Smith Station?
Honestly, it's a great school. I love the environment that we have around us, the amount of school spirit we have, and just the teachers. The teachers are amazing. It just feels like home.
All right, Hayden, final thing. We got to shout out either your mom, dad, whoever has had a great influence in your life and helping you become the cheerleader you want, and then talk about what your goal is outside of college. Is it to go cheerlead? Do you have a plan where you want to go to school and get a degree in? Floor is yours.
My mom has been my biggest supporter through and through. She's helped me, especially taking on as many sports as I do. She's always been there like, hey, you got this. I will always support you in whatever you do. My plans after school or after high school, I want a double major. I want to major in sports medicine and then also major in sports management and then minor in orthopedics, kind of to take after my mom a little bit, just to kind of keep me in the loop with sports because that's always been, I'm very, very sports vitiated. I want to do stuff in sports, so just to continue to go. And I also would love to cheer in college.
Nice. Well, this is a very well-spoken young lady here, senior Hayden Suggs. We cheer you on for regionals, and thank you so much for joining us. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to be with Jersey Bigham, an 11th grader from the volleyball team here on the Smith Station Coaches Show.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers, for the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists, for long distance love, for the farsighted, nearsighted, for introverts and extroverts, for the thinkers and the doers, for old friends. Coca-Cola, for everyone.
Welcome back, everyone, to Smith Station. Thrift Barringer here on the Smith Station Coaches Show, and I am with Jersey Bigham, an 11th grader here at Smith Station, volleyball player. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
All right, Jersey. I know she's a little nervous right now, but Jersey, let's first start with this. Why did you start playing volleyball? Why did you love and pick up this sport?
It all started with watching an anime.
Okay.
Haikyuu. It's a volleyball anime, and it showed how cool it can be. So I tried it out in my 7th grade year, and then I just kept going.
I love it, man. I love that story. And now, as you start playing over the years, is this something you would like to go play in college, or just something that you like doing to pass the time by?
I do plan on playing college volleyball.
Nice.
After I leave.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's awesome. Well, Jersey, how do you think the season's going here so far this season? I know it's about to come to an end, unfortunately, in the next couple of weeks, but how's the season been for you?
Honestly, it's been pretty well. I think this is the best we ever looked, especially since last year our connection is way times better, and we all have really good friendship with each other. So I think it's going really well.
All right, let's talk about, shout out your coach and how amazing how she's done getting this program back to what you're talking about. We all having fun and enjoy playing together.
Well, Coach Manderson has been putting up with this program for a long time, and she's been doing everything for us. And then we recently got a new coach, Coach Bates, and she's been working us to the bone, which has been really good for us because now we just feel like we're much stronger than we were.
Okay, I love hearing that. So now let's talk about what your plan is. We talked that you want to play college volleyball, but is there something you want to particularly do or get a degree in, or do you kind of want to wait and see? You don't really have a plan right now after high school.
I plan on trying to be a pastry chef after I leave.
Oh, nice.
So getting a degree in culinary arts would
Okay.
be really nice.
So culinary arts degree, you're going to be an awesome pastry chef, and then you're going to be a heck of a volleyball player too while you're learning how to do that. So I cannot wait to try some of your tasty pastries. All right, Jersey, what has Smith Station meant to you, and why do you like this school, and why do you like wearing Panther stuff on your chest?
Well, our school colors are black and white, so they're good colors to wear all the time. And
That's everybody. I love black too.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody loves black.
and like I guess it's like a really good family environment, and the school spirit is just absolutely amazing, no matter what we're going through.
Okay.
So,
And I'm glad you feel that way. And that's what a lot of y'all say, this family atmosphere. You feel comfortable. You feel at home. You love the teachers and stuff. What's the goal for you for next year? As you know, again, your junior year is about to come to an end. What's your goal for heading into your senior year and the off season for y'all next year?
ooh, I never thought that far.
You just want to get through this season, don't
Yeah.
you? You're not even worried about
Yeah,
senior year.
I
are you?
guess we're losing a lot of seniors this year.
So you're gonna have to step up big time, aren't you?
Yeah, it's just gonna be a little hard, like without them. But I guess we'll get through it when we get there.
Well, Jersey did a great job in this interview. Oh, you shouldn't have been nervous at all. Very well-spoken young lady that is going to do amazing things when she leaves Smith Station to be a pastry chef. I love it. I love that you already know what you want to do as well. One of the top volleyball players here on the Panthers. Thank you so much for joining us. We had a lot of fun here. We'll see y'all next time on the Smith Station Coaches Show on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.